Okay, so we'll do the 3-bead method here. Your first bead, my first bead, I lay, a little bit above, depending, on it's going on my tip. This is laying a bead on top of a tip, whether it be a sculpted tip or, a tip you just glued on. So there's my first bead. I'm just blending it out to the tip of the nail, making sure nothing's coming off the sides. Smoothing it down. Making sure nothing's underneath. You just want to make sure it's nice and flush and even. Feather that little bulk. Just feather it lightly back because your next bead is going to go right above that bulk. Well, below the bulk, I should say, below the bulk. And just feather your second bead. Your second bead is right above the apex area. So when you go in with your third bead, you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful, nice apex area. Something not too bulky. Just take your time and feather it down. Make sure you look at all the sides, the left and the right. When you're first starting out, speed is not the thing. There you go with my bead. This is going to be the one right here that I put right at my apex area. With the tip of my brush, I'm going to push gently part of that bead towards my cuticle area. Make sure it's nice and flush to the cuticle, but nice and thin. Then with the body of my brush, I'm just patting the sides there, getting it nice and tight. Make sure everything is covered. The cuticle area should always be nice and thin. Always, always, always. I use my brush and clean up that little area there, because if you leave any product, any of that acrylic, thick at that cuticle area, or overlapping, I should say, onto the skin, you are going to get lifting, and that's not good. You don't want your nail to lift. Pat it with the body of my brush nice and tight. Look how beautiful that is. See? This is the 3-bead method. If you need to, clean up on the sides, underneath, but make sure that cuticle area is always nice and flush. And I'll just let you watch. I'm doing the same technique on every single one of these nails. I'm pointing right there to show you that's where my bead's going to be set down right there. Nice and flush. Set your bead down. There you go. And we all know what I'm going to do next. Go ahead and use the tip of the brush. Work it into that cuticle. And I'm just going to repeat these steps on every one of these nails because I'm getting ready to create an inspiration set. Shanice Gorton had done a beautiful, beautiful set of spring nails, and we're all encouraged to do a inspiration set. So I'm so excited. I've been wanting to use some of my embellishments for a while, so this is going to give me a good reason. Make sure you look at her post and comment underneath with your recreation, of her set sheet that she put up, and she lists everything that she uses in that set too. I'm doing this video, it was requested by another beauty, another Glitter Planet beauty. And I've been trying to send it in a message, but it's too long. So I thought I'll just put it up on this community page, and any beauty that wants to watch it can watch it. But I'm doing, just putting the Crystal Clear Nail Mate down on my tips here. I'm using the extra long tips, using my number 8 Magic Stick brush. This Crystal Clear Acrylic Glitter Planet's Nail Mate acrylic powder line is so easy to work with. You can just see as I mean, it's so easy to work with. I feel like I'm just patting butter onto the nail. So I hope this video helps to see how I lay my product down by the cuticle area, doing this, and just, you know, doing the 3 bead method. I love, and I always lay if I'm sculpting a nail, if I'm using a tip, I always love laying the Crystal Clear down first. That way when you get ready to change out a set or do an infill, you don't have to do a whole new set. You just file down to this clear layer, and or this clear, you know, to the clear, and you can do whatever you want without having to take off the whole nail. Especially for beauties who like using a lot of color in their sets too. So it's just something I suggest. In my jammies, of course, because it's morning time here in sunny California. But yes, beauties, do your sets. Go to Shanice Gorton's post that she put up here. She did a really great video of this beautiful, beautiful, I call it, they remind me of a spring set. And she lists everything that she uses. So it's going to be fun to see what every beauty puts under that post. I'm going to try to stick with all the colors that she used because she lists them. But it's always fun to see other text twist on, you know, when you use a picture or video as an inspiration. It's always fun to see, you know, the creative little looks and touches and, you know, different ideas we all have. So I'm excited to see everybody's set that they come up with. So, okay, beauties, I'm going to do my recreation of the beautiful Shanice Gorton's set. So excited. I'll be putting it under her post. Have an amazing weekend, beauties. Mwah, mwah, mwah.